What's up everyone? Welcome to the Baristas Coffee School. This is Manoj Shahi and आज हामी कुरा गर्न गइरहेका छौं an ultimate Aeropress recipe by James Hoffman. So यदि तपाईलाई थाहा छैन James Hoffman भनेको को हो भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ he is a great influencer in coffee community in whole world actually. So उहाँको recipe देखि लिएर the easy methods of brewing coffee and understanding the coffee, it's totally different. So if you guys have not followed him, or let's say if you are a barista or have not seen his video, you should definitely go back and have a look at this video. It will worth it. Now while coming back to Aeropress ko barema, now during the first time jab chahi मैले Aeropress ko barema थाहा थियो, or let's say I wanted to try Aeropress, there were a lot of recipes on YouTube channel, or let's say articles हरुमा कतिपय ठाउँमा थियो ग्यारे. So but it was really confusing because सबैजनाका आफ्नै मेथड्सहरु हुन्थ्यो, चाहे त्यो वर्ल्ड च्याम्पियनको होस् चाहे त्यो फाउन्डर अफ एयरप्रेस पनि किन नहोस्. So it was kind of confusing किनकि यहाँ धेरै मात्रामा मान्छेहरुले चाहिँ आफ्नो रेसिपीहरु दिइरहन्थे. So I used to look after a lot of recipes and finally we could come up with एउटा simple recipe जुन चाहिँ हामीले हाम्रो वेबसाइटमा पनि हालेको छौं. So आजको भिडियोमा हामी के गर्छौं भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ we going to try James Hoffman को recipe and also we going to try हाम्रो recipe. So जुन चाहिँ brewing guide हाम्रो वेबसाइटमा हालेको थियौं, that was done after a lot of research. अनि सिम्पल वेमा घरमा बसेर कसरी एयरप्रेस बनाउने भन्ने कुराहरुलाई चाहिँ हामीले फोकस गरेको थियौं भने चाहिँ जेम्स हफम्यान को रेसिपी would be a very interesting and easy steps किनकि lot of people are trying these recipes and lot of people were looking forward to this kind of recipe as well. This is one of the important thing that has ever happened to lot of people who are into coffee community, and कति धेरै मान्छेले यो रेसिपीहरु अझै पनि ट्राई गरिराख्नु भएको छ. And you can see a lot of people giving their opinions regarding this recipe. So we won't be comparing हाम्रो recipe र James Hoffman को recipe, for sure we cannot do that, but still I just want to figure it out कि हाम्रो recipe मा हुने taste profiles हरु र James Hoffman को recipe मा भएको taste profiles हरु कति मात्रामा taste flavor notes हरु देखि लिएर कतिपय चीजहरुमा differences हरु छ त्यसको बारेमा मात्र हामीले बुझ्न खोजेको. So without wasting much time, let's start with the James Hoffman recipe. So according to James Hoffman recipe, it's a very simple one. हामीले 11 gram coffee हाल्ने कामहरु गर्छौं by using 200 ml of water. Like he mentioned, हामीले light roasted beans चाहिँ use गर्ने कामहरु गर्छौं, and we're gonna boil the hot water till 95 degrees Celsius. Now talking about the grind size को बारेमा, he has mentioned that अलिकति fine नै गर्नु, not as an espresso grind size, तर espresso grind size भन्दा चाहिँ अलिकति खस्रो गर्ने कामहरु गरिन्छ. So हामी पनि त्यही गर्छौं, हाम्रो espresso grind size भन्दा अलिकति मात्रामा मात्रै खस्रो grind size चाहिँ हामीले युज गर्ने कामहरु गर्छौं. So according to James Hoffman, you do not need to preheat the cylinder and you do not need to rinse the filter paper as well. हामीले चाहिँ यसरी filter paper चाहिँ राख्ने कामहरु गर्छौं, नभिजाइकन लक गर्दै यसरी यसको माथि राख्ने कामहरु गर्छौं. वाटर मजाले पानी हाल्यौं. So पानी हालिसकेपछि गएर चाहिँ हामीले यसलाई 2 मिनेटसम्म छोड्दिन्छौं. Make sure you remove this timer because हामीलाई त्यो चाहिदैन अब. 2 मिनेट्स हामी यसलाई के गर्छौं भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ like he mentioned, यसलाई चाहिँ हामीले मजाले घोल्ने कामहरु गर्छौं. यसलाई घोलिसकेपछि गएर मजाले एकैछिन छोड्दिन्छौं, or like 30 सेकेन्ड सम्म छोड्दिन्छौं. छोडिसकेपछि गएर हामी बिस्तारै यसलाई प्लन्ज गर्ने कामहरु गर्छौं. It's totally unlike Aeropress. किन भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ this is honestly speaking, यो चाहिँ this is very delicious. हुन्छ normally हामीले Aeropress न till now मैले Aeropress खाँदाखेरि चाहिँ it has got त्यो हुन्छ नि एउटा different खालको strength हुने कामहरु गर्थ्यो भने this is more like हामीले to be honest it's more like V60 जस्तै खालको हुन्छ नि फ्लेभर्सहरु चाहिँ I'm getting this kind of stuff. Like normally मैले कतिपय कफीहरु चाहिँ V60 मा ब्रू गरेर हाल्छौं. Now, I would not say it has got similar taste, but bro, this has got so much of kind of similar characteristics. This is very good, very delicious coffee. It's so unlike Aeropress. Normally कहिले पनि सोचेको हुँदैन like you can brew Aeropress यति थोरै कफी लिएर and it's a simple way of brewing it. कतिपय धेरै कुराहरु टेक्निक्सको बारेमा हामीले कुरा गर्थ्यौं, but this is so easy methods of brewing an Aeropress. It's a very simple way of brewing an Aeropress and it's so delicious. Couldn't ask for a better recipe now. Now let's brew the Aeropress into अहिलेसम्म हामीले practice गरिरहेथ्यौं. What we're going to do is we're going to take 20 grams of coffee and हामीले चाहिँ inverted methods practice गरिरहेथ्यौं. We're going to rinse the filter paper as well. We're going to preheat the cylinder as well. अनि त्यसपछि गएर 2 मिनेट छोडेर नै हामीले plunge गर्ने कामहरु गर्छौं. So let's start it. This is like two different kinds of coffee for me. Now, honestly, if it's not about comparing duty cheeseru say. Now, the coffee, the recipe that we have been doing it for a very long period of time. This coffee is more like it has got that a proper body, and then it has got that the power dine khalko coffee flavors huru chha bhanne kaamharu garcha. Bhane chai aginaको it's more like delicious to एउटा मिठो खालको स्वादहरु. Now I'm a guy who loves V60 a lot actually. So for me, I like the James Hoffman recipe a lot, but should not be for everyone. Now, till now we have been tasting a lot of Aeropress coffee. Just you have got very high intensity and this you got a good mouth feel. And the answer go strange, strong, almost like wake up dine khalko chai coffee haru khane kaamharu गरिरहेथ्यौं भने चाहिँ now James Hoffman ko recipe it's totally different actually. It's more like the concept of brewing Aeropress to properly to change bhayidine kaamharu गरिरहेछ. I don't know how to explain all of these things, but both of the methods is pretty much good. Let's take an example. यदि तपाईलाई हाम्रो recipe जहाँ चाहिँ you take more grams of coffee and adding water into it, and trying that kind of coffee, it's pretty much good for you because at the end of the day, it's all about what you like or what you love. So for me, I really like the recipe of James Hoffman. It's pretty much good. Since I'm a V60 lover, I really love the recipe and I would love to try it again and again. But that doesn't mean कि सबैलाई त्यस्तै हुनुपर्छ भन्ने छ. तपाईहरुलाई maybe you might like a different kind of recipe as well because coffee has got a lot of brewing process. Coffee has got a lot of stories. Coffee has got a lot of brewing methods as well. So some people might like a different way, some people might like different way. But it was a very good experiment to do this kind of stuff, and it's a very good reason to look after how a single brewing method can be so simple and so much delicious. Alright people, so that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really enjoyed doing this experiment. As I say, I've always been trying to do this kind of experiment and open to this kind of experiment as well. This commanded the James Hoffman, which is one of the a big influencer in the coffee community in the whole world actually. So we have been learning his methods and we have been practicing his methods a lot of time actually. So it's always great to learn a new thing actually, a simple way or a simple methods of making an Aeropress that has been confusing for us like very long period of time. So यदि तपाईहरुले अहिलेसम्म ट्राई गर्नु भएको छैन भने you should try this thing out as well. It's pretty much interesting. Try with different recipes so that you can figure out कस्तो खालको flavors आउँछ, के चीजहरु आउँछ. Try out with different brewing methods as well. And yes, you will love it. Alright people, so thank you so much for watching this video. Hit that like button if you video मन पर्यो भने, subscribe the channel if you अहिलेसम्म गर्नु भएको छैन भने. Till then I'm going to see you next time with the next post, with the next video, with next tutorial. त्यति बेलासम्म wear mask, maintain the social distance. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.